Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver's film scares off wolves. Imagine a scene so intense, it's not just Oscar voters who take notice, but also wolves. Yes, you read that right. Wolves. A dramatic scene from the 2019 film Marriage Story, starring Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver, has been found to be an effective deterrent against these wild animals. But here's where it gets interesting. The U.S. Department of Agriculture is using this scene, among others, to scare away wolves that have been attacking livestock on farms across the West Coast. According to a report by the Wall Street Journal, the USDA is broadcasting audio clips, including the fight scene from Marriage Story, on loudspeakers over farmlands to make wolves associate humans with fear. As Paul Wolf, a USDA district supervisor in Oregon, explained, "I need the wolves to respond and know that, hey, humans are bad. But what's behind this unconventional method, and does it really work?" The USDA has been trying to save cattle from gray wolves, which are terrorizing livestock herds across the American West, by playing alarming sounds from drones, including fireworks, gunshots, and even select pieces of pop culture like AC/DC's Thunderstruck and Five-Finger Death Punch's Blue on Black. And this is the part most people miss. The use of Marriage Story in this context raises questions about the impact of human noise on wildlife. While some might argue that this method is a creative solution to a pressing problem, others might see it as an invasion of the wolves' natural habitat. The film, directed by Noah Baumbach, premiered in theaters in 2019 and follows a couple's intense divorce, starring Driver, Johansson, and Laura Dern. It was nominated for 6 Oscars, including Best Picture and Original Screenplay, with Dern winning the statuette in 2020 for Best Performance by an Actress in a Supporting Role. But we want to hear from you. Do you think using scenes from films like Marriage Story to scare away wolves is an effective and humane solution? Or is it a misguided approach? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And here's a thought-provoking question. If humans can use noise to scare away wolves, what other creative solutions can we come up with to coexist with wildlife? Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver's screaming used to scare wolves. Shocking method exposed. Imagine using the intense drama of a Hollywood breakup to fend off wild animals. That's exactly what the U.S. government is doing to protect livestock from wolves. But here's where it gets controversial. They're using the heated arguments between Scarlett Johansson and Adam Driver from the film Marriage Story to scare wolves away. According to the Wall Street Journal, the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, has turned to some unconventional methods to deter wolves from attacking cattle herds in the American West. One of these methods involves playing recordings of the intense argument scenes from Marriage Story, a film where Johansson and Driver portray a couple navigating a bitter divorce. The scene, filled with raw emotion and intense dialogue, is believed to be particularly effective in frightening the wolves. The USDA isn't just relying on the power of cinema. They've also included other sounds like AC/DC's Thunderstruck, fireworks, and gunshots. These sounds are played through speakers mounted on drones, creating a cacophony that aims to convince wolves that humans are a threat. The goal is simple: to make the wolves think, hey, humans are bad, and steer clear of the area. Some of the lines from the film that might be giving the wolves nightmares include, "You'll never be happy. You're back to being a hack. You gaslighted me. Life with you is joyless. You hated me. Every day I wake up and hope you're dead." An USDA district supervisor in Oregon explained the logic behind this approach. "I need the wolves to respond and know that, hey, humans are bad." This method has been particularly useful since the wolf population has seen a significant increase since their reintroduction to Yellowstone National Park in 1995. And this is the part most people miss. Using these recordings has shown promising results in reducing the number of cows killed by wolves. It's a creative solution to a complex problem, but it raises questions about the ethics of using human emotions to manipulate animal behavior. What do you think? Is this a clever and effective strategy, or does it cross a line? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Marriage story arguments scare off wolves in U.S. Imagine a Hollywood argument so intense, it's now being used as a weapon against wild predators. It sounds almost unbelievable, but this is exactly what's happening with audio from the acclaimed film Marriage Story. The heated exchanges between Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson in Noah Baumbach's searing portrait of divorce have not only captivated audiences and garnered critical acclaim, including a suite of Oscar nominations and a win for Laura Dern's powerhouse legal role, but have now found a strange new life as a tool to fend off wolves in the American wilderness. But here's where it gets controversial. According to a recent report by the Wall Street Journal, government wildlife officials in Oregon have begun broadcasting the film's loudest, most emotionally charged arguments through drone-mounted speakers to scare wolves away from livestock. The rationale? As one U.S. Department of Agriculture supervisor bluntly put it, "I need the wolves to respond and know that, hey, humans are bad." Their teams have equipped drones with thermal imaging to spot wolves at night. And once a target is found, they blast a mix of unsettling sounds, gunshots, fireworks, the growling strains of AC/DC's Thunderstruck, and those unfiltered, heart-wrenching spats between Johansson and Driver. This process, known as wolf hazing, deliberately avoids lethal measures since gray wolves are protected under federal law as an endangered species. Instead of harming the animals, officials hope to teach them that approaching cattle brings a barrage of unpleasant human-caused noise. And remarkably, it seems to be working. Following a period where drones patrolled the Klamath Basin after multiple cows were killed, further cattle losses plummeted with only 2 casualties over the next 85 days, an astonishing drop compared to the prior 3 weeks. Curiously, it's not Driver's tender musical number or Dern's fiery courtroom speeches that unsettle the wolves most. It's the gut-wrenching arguments that have this surprising impact. While these moments gripped human viewers and critics alike, one even called the central fight scene theatrical in the most lucid and intelligent way. Their emotional intensity now serves a completely unexpected purpose in wildlife management. But this tactic isn't without ethical questions. Should art, especially seen so personal and relatable, be used in this manner? Could it even be effective or humane long-term? Some may argue this creative approach is a clever win-win, sparing both livestock and endangered predators. Others might feel it trivializes the film's raw portrayals of human pain, or want to know whether animals should be subjected to such distressing stimuli. And this is the part most people miss. Art's influence can extend far beyond theaters or awards ceremonies, sometimes finding usefulness in the most unlikely places. But what's your take on this? Is using film audio to protect livestock a brilliant, non-lethal solution, or a misuse of an acclaimed work? Share your thoughts below, and let's discuss. Does this innovative method cross a line, or is it simply an example of human ingenuity at work?